Okay, wanted to do a quick update on Dr. Teresa Baren, who is the woman that was assaulted in Idaho for speaking up at a town hall. We all saw that video. Was very shocking. And she is facing some legal troubles wrongly. And she does have a GoFundMe up. So I think if you can and you're able to donate $1, $5, $10, legal expenses are not cheap. What she raised here, if she were to go to trial, will not cover it. So if you can donate, please do donate. I'm going to have the link to the GoFundMe in the description and in the comments. So thank you so much. And Teresa also posted on Instagram yesterday, and here's what she had to say. I could have never imagined my right to free speech and my right to assemble could be stripped in such a violent way. Due to the sensitivity and shock of the matter, I am unable to speak on the situation immediately, but I will make my voice heard when the time is appropriate. And I totally get that. And I think, legally speaking, it might make sense to just be very methodical about who you talk to and when. But I know there are going to be a lot of people wanting to share her personal story when she feels like it is the appropriate time. And again, I just want to say I'm just so overwhelmed by the bravery she displayed. And there's another update here. Good morning, supporters. Dr. Teresa is full of gratitude for the overwhelming amount of personal and financial support she is receiving from the community here in Idaho and across the country. Thank you. She has assistants finding the right lawyers for the right fight ahead and feels supported by the community. There have been many requests from the media members who would like to speak with Dr. Baren. She has designated 3 surrogates who were with her during the town hall and can speak to the media about the incident. Please reach out to get connected. All right. And then they share the Instagram post. And there is now, because of all of the interest, the local news finally did a story on it yesterday when this happened 2 days ago. And here's a bit of that story. And also, I just want to say before we get into this video, I sent out a bat signal, and the Keith Edwards Show community really showed up. I got more than 100 emails, either just giving support for this woman or giving me some updates about what's going on in Idaho. And I just want to say thank you all for your interest. This is not a one-way relationship here. And so this only works because of you, and I am here because of you. And so thank you so much for everyone who reached out. I do have a couple of emails that I want to share with you. But first, let's get to this video.
Saturday, discussing topics like Medicaid and school vouchers when she was forcibly removed from the meeting.
All of our elected officials in Kootenai County and surrounding areas are...
Just so you know, these are her friends. I don't like how the reporter doesn't tell us ahead of time. These are her friends who were there at the meeting. Okay.
All Republican, and so that is why the Republican Party did the town hall. The auditorium was full.
Baren, who has previously run for a seat in the Idaho House as a Democrat, tried to ask a question during a discussion about reproductive rights. Her friends, Megan Kuntz and Tamara Saenz-Cremelis, tell KTVB legislators would not take the question.
They even used the words "shut up" at one point. And so, yes, she said, is this a lecture or a town hall?
There's an opportunity for you to sound off.
Baren was first approached by Sheriff Bob Norris.
My name is Robert Norris. I'm the sheriff of this county. We're asking you to leave on video. Please get up or be escorted out.
Sheriff Norris asked her to leave, then grabbed her.
Please don't touch me. Let's go. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. You're going to be escorted out.
I just happen to have a nice offer on.
Okay, I'm asking you to go. You want pepper spray?
Then Norris called in 3 unmarked security officers.
Nobody knew who these people were that were assaulting her and pulling her away.
Who are these guys? Who are these guys? Show your badge! Who are you? Don't touch her.
They pulled her out of her seat.
And she wasn't doing anything threatening. She was sitting in her seat, not doing anything threatening.
No,
and into the hallway while Sheriff Norris filmed. Kuntz and Signs Cremelis say the MC of the event spurred it on.
He called her a little girl multiple times. Also said, your voice is useless or doesn't want to be heard here.
Look at this little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up.
Kuntz and Signs Cremelis, as well as Coeur d'Alene police, say Borenfall was cited. The battery charge stems from allegations that she bit one of the security officers.
In my opinion, that sounds like self-defense.
Kootenai County Republican Central Committee posted on Facebook saying Borenfall was arrested and that she disrupted the town hall and vocally cheered for any DEI initiatives.
It was evident that dissent was
not being tolerated.
I hate that they read only the Republican statement, so let's just read the statement from the Democrats, shall we? Our democracy, these are the Kootenai Democrats, and I'm very sorry to everyone who lives in Kootenai County who I butchered the name of your county yesterday, but Kootenai County. Our democracy rests on our First Amendment rights. If we can't question leaders elected to represent us without fear of reprisal, we are not free. The town hall is a valued American tradition that embodies these principles, providing a place for constituents to ask questions and share their opinions on the issues of the day. At the recent Kootenai County Republicans town hall, it was clear organizers did not intend to allow dialogue between legislators and the constituents they serve. It is a very sad day when a woman who voices dissent is physically dragged out of a public venue by unidentified men while the event moderator belittles and taunts her. Idaho deserves better. Really wish the reporter would have read that statement too. And here's what I want to say before we get into these emails. Go to these town halls. Make your voice heard. On this channel, we have shown normal Americans putting pressure on Republicans. And obviously, they cannot take it. The slightest form of dissent, they can't fight back with their ideas. They have to fight back physically. And if we keep showing up, we're going to show the problem. And that's what I love about what this brave doctor did, was she put herself out there and made an example of them by just speaking up. It doesn't take much to make a difference. And I don't think she was thinking she was going to show up and inspire tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of people about what it means to be an American in 2025. But for this American, she really did. She really did. And so I am so inspired. I think we all just need to get local. We need to get organized, and we need to show up and let them know we don't like the direction where our country is headed. So, okay, we are hiding this woman's identity because I don't think she, I didn't ask if I could share this publicly, but I think I just want you all to hear this. I was there on Saturday. It was horrific. It was full-on fascism on public display against the public in a public high school. If I can help spread the word and correct the lies, the KCRCC, which is local Republican party there, is trying to spread it in order to cover their asses. I'm happy to be of assistance. I had attended to speak at the town hall. They denied any public comment. There was no chanting and disorder, which is what they said about the mention of Trump or the Bible, as they are claiming. Trump and the Bible were not even specifically discussed or mentioned. It was all about right-wing MAGA policies they're trying to push through. The whole event is recorded somewhere as they had their cameras rolling. There was no disorderly behavior, only brief calling out of opposition by a handful of people, as is their right. As is their right. Their reaction was completely uncalled for and pure tyrannical abuse of power. Thank you for covering this story. Well, thank you for reaching out, and I will be emailing you separately. I would love to just hear a little bit more about your perspective, so thank you for emailing me. And then a gentleman here said, and I think everyone shared this sentiment, the real tragedy of this video is the absolute non-involvement of the men to stop the assault on that lady. The guy sitting next to her got up to allow the mystery police to bodily harm her without any empathy whatsoever for her as a human, regardless of the belief system. Real men do not allow other non-identified bullies to assault any woman ever. Is this the devolved state of the MAGA occult's fear of its reprisal by its own policing belief, or else? I am mortified that other humans have totally lost touch with their own humanity in favor of some savior of their inhumane reality. My God, what have we become? Okay, well, I agree. That was something very frightening to me. Not that she needs our protection, but if I were there, I would not have been able to stop myself from getting involved however I felt appropriate at the time. So this story is ever moving. We will be following it on the channel. I hope we can get one of her friends on, if not her herself. I just, again, want to thank you all for supporting her. Again, the GoFundMe is here, and it will be in the description below. If you can donate anything, it will make such a difference, because these legal fights can be expensive and long if the opposing side wants them to be. And anyone who speaks up for democracy and our constitutional rights is a friend of the channel, and I'm sure a friend of the community here. And again, thank you all so much for reaching out, for giving all your information about what's happening in Idaho, which sounds really, just really scary, to be frank. And again, thank you to Dr. Teresa Baren-Paul, who showed us all what bravery looks like, and that anyone can make a difference. Anyone can make a difference. You can make a difference. Let's just start showing up and speaking out.